Hey everybody, welcome to my video in regards to building a futures trading simulator. I wrote the core logic with Rust and it's compiled to WebAssembly, so it runs directly in the browser. And then my front end was built using Next.js and React. And what this app currently does is calculate the liquidation price for your futures trade. So these are the commands I had to use to create a new Rust library, and then I had to edit my cargo toml file to tell it to use WebAssembly as a dependency. Then I had to install the WebAssembly pack and build it for the target, which created this package file here with all these files, which I then had to copy to my front end. But first, to build the front end, I had to use this command, npx create next app. I use TypeScript and these other specifications here. So then we can actually take a look at what this app looks like. npm run dev will start the app. And I can see it here in the browser and what it currently looks like. So it takes the entry price. This is the price of Bitcoin. Currently this has to be manually updated, which in the future will be automatic based off the actual spot price of Bitcoin or whatever asset is specified. But for now it's manual entry, very basic, showing just the calculation of liquidation price. So let's take a look at that. This is the entry point for my app, page.tsx. It imports React and it imports my component, my future simulator component, which is currently my only component, but won't be for long. Here's my future simulator component. Looks like this. I use React, use effect, and use state. Create a function that allows the input for the entry price, the leverage, the position type, and then it calculates the liquidation price. Here, using an imported file written in Rust that handles the core logic. So I use WebAssembly and I use this function here, calculate liquidation price, which takes 3 arguments: the entry price, the leverage, and the position type, so long or short. And it also sets the maintenance margin ratio here. And then we match the position type to whatever the user inputted, long or short. Input, whatever. Long or short, the user specifies, and then the formulas are different. For long position, it'll be this formula. For a short position, it would be this formula. Slightly different signs due to being the opposite direction of a trade. So that is the basic code, and this is what you get. So let's say we adjust the leverage, increase it to 6, and let's enter a long position from here, saying we think price of Bitcoin is going to go up. So the liquidation price is what happens if it does not go up and you hit this price here. Your funds are basically gone. Your trade has gone wrong and your position is closed. You are liquidated. So I have some information that goes over everything here. The maintenance margin ratio, which is the minimum balance required before liquidation. So if your margin falls below the required maintenance margin, then that's when your position is closed. So that sounds very confusing. I have a guide in here. What is margin? Margin's the amount of money you put in to open a leverage position. So once that is gone, your trade closes to prevent further damage and further debt, and you lose your money. So futures trading is a very risky strategy. But the future of this app is going to be live Bitcoin price simulation, along with some other assets likely. The entry price will be auto-filled at market when you enter the trade. You'll see a dashboard of any open trades you have or closed positions. and charts. There will be charts with information that shows which direction the candlesticks are moving and where your liquidation price and your take profit levels are at. And then, you know, maybe eventually wallet integration so I can actually test this app. For a long time, it'll just be me using this app, and I'll include all this information here so that if people ever use this app, they can have an idea what they're doing. My mind doesn't often understand things until I put it into code. So for me, writing this simulator is teaching me all the details of perpetual futures contracts that I need to fill in the blanks on. So I can't wait to talk to you guys about funding rates and further features that I'll implement into this application. It's very basic for now, and I hope to show kind of step by step how this app grows. And yeah, that's about it. Stay tuned for the next video. Have a great day.